know what was the main reason why I was really looking forward to get Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. It is one of the skills which came with this new pack, and it's called Natural Living. The second skill is Apothecary, but today I'm gonna focus on Natural Living and also on the Aspiration, which came out with this pack. So this video will be a playthrough or a gameplay video about the Natural Living skill, and we will try to max out from 0 to 10 this skill, and I will show you what we can do on every level. Also, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Lucy, and I like to play a lot of games, all sorts of them, but I focus on The Sims on my YouTube channel, and it's my favorite game that I played my entire life. And if you like The Sims content, you should consider to subscribe to my channel because I release quite a lot of video, and in next few videos I would like to focus especially on Enchanted by Nature expansion pack, and I would like to bring you content related to that. But it doesn't mean that all my videos which are coming in the next few weeks will be related just to Enchanted by Nature, because there's so much to explore in The Sims 4 and all The Sims games anyway. So don't worry, you will not miss other content either. If there is anything which is related to Enchanted by Nature and you would like to know about it, you should let me know in the comments, because I can reflect on that and make a specific video for you. Now let me introduce you our sim that we're gonna play with today, and we will try to max out our Natural Living skill. This is Iris Springs, and I know there's a lot of S in the name, but I just wanted something funny which will correlate with the nature, so Iris it is. I selected the aspiration which came out with this expansion pack, and it's called Nature Nomad, so we will follow that aspiration across this playthrough as well. You can see that I selected some traits which can help with the Natural Living skill, I believe. So she has a trait that she loves outdoors, which will be really needed because we will spend all the time outside. She has also traits to be cheerful, because I feel like it can be quite miserable maybe to be all the time outside, so we need to make her a bit happier than other Sims. And she has also a fragrant trait. But now let's hop into the game and we will play in the new world. As you can see, I selected Innisgrain. We will live here because that is the world which came out with Enchanted by Nature, and you have 3 neighborhoods. And I feel like for our gameplay, I'm gonna buy this lot, which is super expensive, but it doesn't matter, because what I'm gonna do is that I will deduct the money to 0. Because I want her to live completely out of what she's gonna find. Also, we are starting in a spring because that's how I usually play. I usually start in a spring because I have seasons expansion pack, so spring it is. And her surname is Springs anyway. Also, I created a little backstory for Iris in my head. So she was living with her parents and she was working in a corporate, and she was really tired of that life. So she just dropped everything and told to her parents that she's going on adventure, she's going to find her purpose in life, and she's gonna live more with the nature. She didn't tell them that she doesn't have anywhere to live, so they don't know, but we know. All right, she's already going to the water, and she is cheerful, so she's playing in the water. I really like these details. Let me just take away all the money from her. Alright, so we are on the 0, and now our journey begins. So we are starting with a really good balance at this point. That's another mechanic which came out with this pack. I don't know if you saw my previous video, which is talking about balance, imbalance, and luck. If you didn't see it, maybe you should go watch it, because it's really short and I'm explaining what it means very briefly, and also how to turn it off if you want to. So as I said before, she's a brand new sim and she has no skills. And I feel like we should start with that Natural Living skill to build that. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on the ground and I'm going to let her forage something. Okay, because she was spending time outdoors, not even because she was foraging, she already earned first level of Natural Living skill. So she has learned more about using her natural living skill to care for her needs naturally. That is the entire purpose. This skill will allow my sim to survive in the nature much better, and she will be able to take care of her needs, and they will also decay much slower when she will earn higher levels. So here you can see all the ways how we can improve our natural living skill. So it will be experience outdoors. It will be studied at a computer. We will not do that, but you can do it. And you can also reading a natural living skill book. So we just acquired the natural living skill. I'm gonna pause her and we will just see what it means basically and what you can do. So we can sleep on the ground indoors and outdoors, but we will gain energy slowly and lose hygiene until she grows more skillful. That's what I said before. That's gonna help us later in the game when we will level up higher. We can also bathe outdoors wherever you can access the water. So ponds, rivers, ocean. We can also take a sponge bath in a public restroom. I think that is really funny and I really like this mechanic. I played a little bit before. So I know a couple of levels how it goes, but I didn't really experience it to max out. So I'm curious about that. We can also eat harvestable foods and that will gain us some fun. So that is a good mechanic because that is really probably hard to work on your fun outdoors unless you go fishing. And that's more or less it for now, for this first level, what it gives us as the info. And we unlocked Acorn notebook entry. So we found Acorn. Okay. I don't think that I found Acorn before. That is actually really good because it is 35 simoleons that we can sell it for. And it's rare. So I think that we will let her forage a little bit more. We found crocus. Okay. I feel like the items that are food related, we will not sell, and I will let her eat it. We can also harvest this bush. I'm pretty sure that will give me another level up or at least a bit of this skill. We have a 60% complete for now, and I'm not playing for long, so for now this is growing up pretty quick. And we also acquired the gardening skill. Okay, it didn't really give me any percents for harvesting the plants, so I guess it's not gonna be my goal to do. I feel like there's gonna be a game of clicking, a lot of clicking and foraging on the ground. Okay, so next to my lot, we have a bush here that we can use because for now, she can't use her own bush. That is gonna be another perk or ability she's gonna unlock when she will have higher level of the natural living skill. Ooh, we found a buried cache of apothecary supplies with a note. Apothecary medicine saved my life. I buried this here for the next forager to find, so it may heal them as well. How splendid. So we have some apothecary ingredients. Look what we foraged. We also found small critter bones. Okay. So let me look around the neighborhood if we can maybe dumpster dive somewhere. Or not necessarily dumpster dive, but just look for ingredients. I always love when we have a new world added into the game because I feel like there's never enough of them. However, I would really like to have a new neighborhood, which would be ideally added to the base game, and it would be like Newcrest. It would be empty neighborhood that you could build up, and it could have a slightly different vibe, maybe European. At this point, I don't really want to access these lots for now. I just want to live in the neighborhood. Oh, look at this plant sim. Literally taking a shower in the rain. This is also really cool. I was talking about it on my stream. It is a bookshop. You can purchase used books and you can also donate some. I really love this and I hope that they will bring this to more worlds, that you will have like rabbit holes where you can interact and like purchase groceries and purchase like stuff. That would be really cute if they did it because I feel like we are missing this a lot. Starting to be hungry. Okay, we level up to level 2 of natural living. I'm actually curious how long is that gonna take in real life of my time to max this to level 10. So we will try to be as efficient as we can. So with the level 2, what it says, we can now summon a private bush outdoors for bladder relief. So that is really good. We will not have to look for the bathroom. We can now gulp down any fish she will have in her inventory and satisfy our hunger. So we don't need to cook anything. That is kind of scary, just the idea of her gulping the entire fish. And I've seen the animation of that. It's quite funny. We can also intentionally forage for food at level 2. So we will try to forage for food right now because she's getting really hungry. And I don't want her to starve, although I have some ingredients in our inventory, so we could let her eat. And we have a welcome wagon at our lot. So, hello. And look at this thing, guys. This, what you can see on the ground, is a fairy dust. And we can definitely collect that because it's quite useful for some things. And it's also quite valuable, you know? Okay, we will invite neighbors in. I don't know where is the inn, but yeah, welcome my neighbors. And you brought this beautiful fruit cake that I will probably not enjoy because she doesn't have the gourmet trait. But it's free food, isn't it? So our welcome wagon is over and she is really desperate to use toilets. So I will let her to summon a private bush, which is an option that we have now with the level 2 of natural living skill. That is a perk that you will get at the level 2 of natural living skill. And also here there's a pop-up which says that natural living skill offers all Sims aged child or older a way to solve each of their needs out in nature. And now she's really stinky. So what we're gonna do is that we will let her to bathe in here. Bathe in the water. That's what she has access at her lot. She's gonna change to a swimsuit and she is going to bathe. You can see that the hygiene level is filling up really slowly, but that's gonna change when we will level up our skill a bit more. We just reached level 3 of natural living skill. And what can we do now? It's going quite quickly. So in the very beginning, you will earn levels really fast because everything that you perform outside kind of counts to it. Or maybe not everything, but a lot of activities will do. So the wild course, we can now intentionally forage for plants. Eating harvestable foods will also better satisfy her hunger. Sleeping on the ground, outdoors and indoors is a little more restful and won't reduce Ari's hygiene as quickly. As she gains skill, sleeping will become even better. So we are at level 3, which is the very first day of our journey. So I think that is pretty good. So I'm gonna let her forage for food. And we do have something in her inventory, but I'll let her perform this task just to gain extra percents of the next skill level. And then we will let her eat something because she's really hungry and I don't want her to get imbalanced or be very uncomfortable. Also, I don't really want her to get an ailment because they're really annoying. So I will try to avoid her being very uncomfortable. She has this energized moodlet and it's called Nature's Bounty Boost. She is thrilled of foraging for her own food. I'm really glad that that makes her happy. Okay, so we foraged an apple, so we will eat an apple. And I feel like I will let her eat a piece of the cake. The fruit cake. We didn't forage for it, so I don't know if that counts as cheating. But our neighbors brought it in, and it's free food, you know, she's vegan. It would be a waste if she didn't eat it. And she actually likes that, okay. I was really scared because this is like 50-50. Some Sims do like it and some Sims really hate it. So I feel like we should let her sleep now. Oh. Oh. We don't have... Okay, this is not good. We don't have a trash can. She's stretching. Okay. Well, I will let her sleep here on the ground. Because right now it's not raining. So that is a good thing. So let her get some rest. And then we will continue to forage. I think we will also fish. Oh no. Okay, we were woken up by the weather. I guess it's quite normal. She has this uncomfortable moodlet. And that's because she was sleeping on the ground. And because of the bad weather. Let's look for frogs, because maybe we can sell them. She was not really successful with frogs, so we will sell this one that we had in our inventory, and we will be on 30 simoleons for now. We will need to get a trash can, so I can dispose that plate. So Nature Nomad Aspiration wants us to catch a fish, harvest a plant on our home lot, and forage for food 5 times. So forage for food is a specific task. So we will forage for food. That is not really hard. And then we will look for a spot where we can go fishing. Forage for food. This is the 5th time. Okay, we got a carrot and we finished this task. So now we have to harvest a plant on our home lot. So I will have to plant one of the plants that I found. So in my inventory, I have a daisy. So I feel like I'm gonna go here and let this place in the world. And now we will plant it. And now we will just have to hope that it's gonna grow quickly. We will water it, forage here, and then we will look for a spot where I can go fishing. But meanwhile, we just reached natural living level 4 skill. So when we use the private bush, she stays cleaner and loses less hygiene. Okay, that is useful. At this level, we also find bathing in the natural water kind of fun, even if a bit uncomfortable at times. So we should reduce the uncomfortable moodlet next time. Napping on benches is also a little nicer than before. Alright, we should maybe let her nap on the bench. She's getting cold, so I kind of feel like I should change her outfit into the winter one, probably. Also, if you didn't notice, guys, she likes green color. You know? I almost made all of her clothes being green. And her needs are going down quite a lot. So we will summon a private bush. And I feel like we will take that sponge and use the restrooms because her hygiene's low. And I feel like in this weather, because it's cold, I should let her to have a bit of rest. Maybe not bathe in the water in outdoors. Here around I saw some restrooms before here. Okay. We have some restrooms and we can maybe grill something too. So let's sponge bathe in the bathroom first. So I think this also counts to level up her natural living. As you can see, it's going up a bit. It's not going to be super fast because we're on level 4. This takes a fair while. I'm at the triple speed right now. And she is about to finish in a little bit. Oh no, it started to rain. That's the worst timing. I literally wanted her to take a nap. But we got from 5% to almost 20 at this point, and she's still not finished, so... Okay, 20% it is. I brought her back to the home lot and I was naive and I was thinking maybe if she will sleep under the tree, that's gonna protect her from the rain. But nope, she can't sleep right now. It's grayed out. You can see it. So she can't sleep when it's raining, and that is a bit annoying because she doesn't have a high level skill for this. So I guess we will just forage, and sadly she will probably pass out soon. Should we eat this carrot? Let's eat this carrot. Oh no, she passed out. Okay, well, at least she can do that in the rain, right? I feel like I should start in summer, but that would be a bit cheating, maybe. Not challenging enough. And we developed an ailment. That is really not good. She uncovered the gloomiest object ever seen while foraging. A lone freezer bunny plush, dirty, ragged, alone. Oh no! She has emotional void ailment. And I don't have enough of money to visit naturopath. So we will have to deal with that. And hopefully it will go away in 3 days, but that is not the best. Iris feels like her emotion have been drained away. But where is that freezer bunny? I want it in my inventory. It's not there. Oh, she just passed out again. In the puddle. Literally mud puddle. That is not good. Sometimes you just have to take a bit of rest in a puddle. And look how happy she is. She just woke up and she's just playing in it. So everything's fine, everything's good. We just have a bit of ailment and we have a little bit of uncomfortable experience here. That is actually a good question in my head right now. Do you think that we could like wash our clothes outdoors? That would be funny twist. We are really unlucky about this because it rains quite hard. I just have to use the time when it's not raining to get her a lot of energy, I feel like. Oh no, she passed out again. Number 3. While foraging in the dark, Iris touched something slimy. She couldn't make out what it was. Oh my god. She now feels scared and she can't forage for a while. Oh god, no. That is so not good. And the bee passed out in the puddle again. Alright, it just stopped raining, so this is my time. She's gonna sleep here. And we are just at the level 5 of natural living. She can now eat frogs. Okay. Forage for collectibles. And we can talk to nature itself to slowly recover her social needs outdoors. That is good. And we are stinky now. We also overcome the discomfort of bathing in natural water. And the public restroom sponge bath. She'll get cleaner faster and feel better in the process. Okay. Well, let's discover if it is actually true. We should also go to do the fishing. However, the ailment looks quite serious. Alright, let's forage here for collectibles. Because that is a new option that we have now. We can also eat the frog. So we will eat this one. Look at that. It's just... Wow. I don't think that I will let her do that again. Can we talk to this plant? Talk to nature. Okay. Let's talk to that plant and we will fill up our social need. So that is really good. We can take care of our all needs now, I believe. Because fun is when we are bathing and eating some forage food. And we can satisfy hunger, bladder, energy, hygiene. So at this level, it's not that hard, hopefully, to take care of her needs. And can we accept this personality trait? I feel like that goes well with our nature of playing. We just discovered a personality trait, which I accepted. And I think it goes quite well with her personality in general. So now we will be happiest while living on a green street. Let me sell this leopard frog, which brings a lot of money. 100 simoleons. So we're on 150. And I'm gonna get her that trash can. Well, I wanted to get this one. Let's get, you know, just recycled it. Let's say, okay? We will put it somewhere at the very edge of my lot, so it's not gonna make me be unhappy. But we can get rid of this place, which was really bugging me a lot. So we can just throw it away right now. And we're almost at level 6. Okay, sleep seems like a little hack. Level 6. I don't think that I've been that far before, so... We are no longer affected by extreme heat or cold. That is really good. And have no problem sleeping or bathing outdoors in rain or snow. Well, okay, that is really good that we can sleep outdoors in the rain now. Sleeping on the ground may even be a boost to Iris' balance. Okay. So that would help. She will also feel more hunger when gulping down raw fish with less chance of getting the raw rumble moodlet. Okay. Oh god, the animation is cute and also weird. We're on 13% now. Let's talk a bit to nature. Oh yeah, okay. You're literally just supposed to be immune to cold. Fine. Let's find an area where we could fish. Can we just access anywhere from here that I don't have to travel? Okay, here. Here's the fishing spot. And we can dig something here. Okay, let's dig first. And let's fish. We found common upgrade parts. Okay. And let's get some fish. Hopefully we will be allowed to fish here. Wait, why did you change your outfit to swimwear? Okay, fine. I guess that makes sense to fish in a swimsuit. Seems like this spot is not the best for a beginner. I don't know. Will she have more luck now? Oh yes, we got a fish. So we just caught a fish, which is another task from my aspiration. Okay. She's cold. I didn't change you to the swimsuit. You did. However, we need to bathe. So can we bathe here? It's too shallow and we cannot go further here. All right. Okay. So let's eat that fish first. So we will click on the fish and we will eat fish. Look at that. Yummy. Okay, it didn't really satisfy her hunger much, to be fair. So I'm gonna let her eat an apple. Alright, that worked a bit better. Look for ingredients here. Could we grill the potato that I have in my inventory? Is there anything which will be free? No! She just spent 14 simoleons! Oh gosh, I didn't want to do that. She autonomously, because I have a high autonomy of my Sims. So she just spent 14 simoleons for this. And it's like apple and banana? Oh no, it's raining, but we should not be affected by that, I believe so. Oh, look at the daisies. We can harvest them, which is another task for our Nature Nomad aspiration. So harvest daisies, and we can make up the money that she wasted for our food. So we're back on 70. And you know what? Let's show her in the rain. Oh, this lottery day. Wait a second. I just did harvest it. It's not working. Okay. I literally just did harvest it. Okay, should we plant something else? Okay, it stopped raining, so we will go sleep. I'm really upset that it didn't count for me to harvest the daisy. Whether dirt, hot or cold, it's all the same for Iris. We're cultivating her natural living skills, which enabled her to sleep through conditions that most Sims can't tolerate while awake. How fun would that be that you would be just able to combine in your inventory or on the stove or like grill some ingredients and it would just make a new recipe. That would be just awesome. She found some simoleons while foraging. Okay, it was 24 simoleons. And we're at level 7. We're just becoming a natural living pro. Using a private bush no longer affects her hygiene at all. And feasting on harvestable food is fun. We can also meditate in nature. It's kind of fun, but will take a bit more skill to get hang of. Okay. Well, not bad, not bad. Level 7. I'm not playing for super long. At this point, it's about an hour of me being in the game, so not bad. Ooh, oh no. What do you want here, Vlad? I don't have any garlic, but I can eat onion, maybe. So she's not gonna taste that good. Oh no, she's cold. She found a particularly nice patch of dirt that concealed a nest of frogs. She quickly scooped them up. Okay, we have 3 of them. Not bad, not bad. Not much of value, though. Yeah, I'm not sure that I want to chat with Vlad. No. Go away. Shoo. Send home. We found Aura Blossom Seed. Wow. It's a rare discovery with mysterious origins. Originated in Everdew during the creation of Moondrop Springs by Mother Nature, the plant is named for its enchanting blossoms, celebrated for their renowned beauty and unique ability to affect mood once they have bloomed. Okay. Should we try to plant it? Let's try to plant it. I basically feel like I'm just foraging all over. She just threw up because she still has that ailment that is not the best. No. Click on harvest all. Will that work? Okay, we moved on. I don't know why it didn't work before, but now it worked. So we need to do now for this aspiration of Nature Nomad. Sleep soundly outdoors, on the ground 3 times, not a problem. Talk to nature 3 times with level 9 or higher natural living skill. Okay, we need to level up the natural living skill. Comfortably bathe in open water 3 times. Okay. Let's meditate in nature because I didn't see this animation yet. So I'm gonna see what it's gonna do. It's gonna be just a meditation pose. If you know how to build a wellness skill, so it's basically the same, but she's just on the ground without the pillow. We just accidentally disturbed a bug while foraging in the dirt that sprayed her with a foul-smelling liquid. Oh no. What an unlucky turn of events. So we will just go bathe. Oh no, she's just so sick because of that ailment. But it should go away in a couple of hours, so that should be fine, hopefully. Any second, we will level up our skill again. I'm pretty sure. We just reached level 8 of natural living skill. And we are thriving out in nature. We will satisfy much more hunger from eating raw fish, as well as harvestable foods, whether gained by foraging, gardening, or otherwise. Okay. Okay, we just found moss and unlocked the entry in our notebook. It smells rich and earthy. Okay. This will be probably used for that apothecary skill. I was right. The moss is used for apothecary skill. I just finished comfortably bathing in water 3 times, so that is alright, because once you are level 5 of natural living skill, you will bathe comfortably. We can collect aura petals. Okay. I guess this is also ingredient for apothecary. Yes, it is used for a crafting in apothecary. I have to admit, I feel like it should have a bit more of variety what you can do for leveling up this skill, because more or less for me it feels like I'm just foraging, sleeping, and bathing, and that can get quite repetitive after a while. Like, I'm usually fast forwarding those actions, so I don't know. I do like survival aspects in every game, so this definitely complements the gameplay I like to play, especially for like homeless challenges, stuff like that, rags to riches, when you start with nothing. It is pretty good that you have ability to find whatever really in the ground. And it levels up pretty fast, but I feel like it could have a little bit more variety. I found Fair Seedling. And we can summon Mother Nature herself with that? Wow. Should we do that? I will. Iris is about to summon Mother Nature. She will bestow a temporary charm that allows Iris to complete her fairy transformation. Should Iris proceed? Nope, I don't want to be a fairy. We just found a cowplant berry. I'm not sure if I want to have a cowplant on my lot, but it's good to know that you can find rare items like this. And we just level up our natural living skill to level 9. We are feeling right at home in nature. Perks satisfy extra hunger, while talking to nature fills much greater social needs. We can also figure out meditating in nature, finding it only not enjoyable but also restorative to her balance. That is good. For balance mechanic, that is important, really. Ooh, look at that. We can also change the aura of this plant. We can change the aura to enchantment. Okay. Okay, literally meditating in the rain. And let's have a sleep here. And we should move on the next level of this aspiration. Okay, we completed the Nature Nomad aspiration. We truly found herself in the natural world, gardening, fishing, sleeping outside, nothing beats it. And we earned it right, nature's best bud. These Sims gain balance while away from their home lot. All interactions with the garden pal have bigger outcomes, more social and fun fulfillment, and foster relationship building with the garden pal themselves. That is quite disappointing that it had only 2 levels. I was thinking there's gonna be more to it. It was literally just 2 levels. Okay. That makes me a bit sad. Just chose another aspiration for our Iris, which is the botanist aspiration, but having just 2 steps for this aspiration, that almost makes me feel like it's not really a full aspiration. Usually they have like 4 different parts. Like here, the kind of aspiration I chose right now. Freelance botanist, 4 different steps. I feel like it should have more to it. And the points I got, I can't literally buy anything useful. So we just developed another ailment. It's the same one we already had because we found a freezer bunny plush, which was dirty and wrecked. So I feel like I'm gonna meditate in nature. I don't know if that's gonna help to get rid of it a bit, but it can't harm her, so we'll do that. We are getting really close to level 10. I am curious what's gonna be there, what we will unlock, if there's gonna be some new interaction or it will just evolve our skill and we will feel much more natural in the nature. I don't know. We will see in a minute. I feel like if I will let her go sleep, it will get us to the level 10. So, because it's late anyway, we will do it in a minute, but I will also let her eat something. We are 94% in, so I will just let her sleep. And once she wakes up, I think we will be at level 10. And we just maxed the skill. We mastered the natural living skill. So at level 10, what we can do or what benefits do we have? We feel totally at home, living in nature. Iris can clean up very quickly in vegetable waters. Sleeping on the ground has even greater chance to restore some balance, and eating harvestable foods now satisfy a large amount of hunger. Her comfort with natural living skill adds one more benefit: dramatically lower chances of getting fear of the dark simply from being outdoors at night, and fear of swimming from minor swimming incidents. I feel a bit disappointed because we are at level 10 and I was expecting some more interactions, some more things we could perform in the game. I don't know. It is, as I said before, something that I was really looking forward because I love survival aspects in every game. This definitely brings that, but I just feel like we could have more options. What we can perform, what we can do outside, how we can level up this skill as well. I would like to hear from you guys. What do you think about this? I think it has a lot of potential, but I feel like you will have to build the gameplay more like around that you will create a story that your sim is really like a nomad, living outside, trying to fulfill their dream to live in nature, maybe a built house, maybe rags to riches really with this, just foraging. But it feels a bit repetitive after a while because you really don't have that many options what you can perform. Anyway, if you made it so far in this video, thank you so much for sticking up with me. I really appreciate that. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider to subscribe. Comment on this video, what do you like about this natural living skill? And I hope that I will see you soon in some of my other videos. Bye!